Okay, so gi chokes. All right, we're doing gi chokes today. Again.
Deja vu.
Yeah, deja vu all over again. Gi chokes are a very effective way to put your opponent, when they're in your guard, on defense without any risk to yourself. Okay? So we're gonna run through 3 of them. You guys just do the first one. Everyone else do all 3. It's gonna be a sequence. So the very, very first gi choke everybody learns on their first day of class is just the cross choke. Okay? Couple pointers about having him in my guard, right? To pass, he wants to have good posture like he is. He wants to be up and away from me. I want him, right? I don't want him to have what he wants. I want him close into me. So that's another reason why gi chokes are good, because it immediately gives you a way to start breaking down his posture, right? So whenever I have someone in guard, I'll usually just go for this 4-finger grip, palm up, okay? Up here by the back of his neck, both because it threatens a choke, but also because I could use it to break his posture down, right? And now he's on defense. If he doesn't address this choke and stop whatever pass he's doing, then I'm gonna start setting up a choke sequence on him, right? So it makes him shift gears from passing to defending my attack, all right? So the very first one, right? Everyone learns this cross choke like this, okay? You open the lapel, you wad it up, you create space for this hand, palm up, okay? Thumb to the back of the neck, you get a 4-finger grip. Can you guys see this here? And then the second hand goes under the first hand, okay? I kind of use my elbow to lift his chin up, and then we go in here and we do the same thing on the other side. Deep grip, thumbs should be touching. See how my thumbs are touching in the back, okay? That should give you a pretty good gripping base for the choke. A better way to set it up, start kind of the same, all right? But we're gonna do a hip movement to give us better access to the collar. We're gonna, just kind of like with an arm bar, we're gonna kind of put our foot on the hip and we're gonna shift this way, okay? That way I can very sneakily punch my hand across and have better access to his collar. Also, once I get this grip, it kind of tightens the collar up and makes it harder for me to get this grip, okay? One easy way to fix that problem is to punch up, okay? If I punch up, it loosens the collar a little bit, it lets me get my hand extra deep, okay? Once I get both palm in, palm out grips locked in, 4-finger grips, I'm gonna go back to the middle, sorry, bud. And then I'm going to do what's called the casting, anything, the casting motion, okay? See what I'm doing with my wrist, like I'm casting a fishing reel? That is the choke. A lot of people get here and they go, ah! They pull with their elbows as hard as they can, and the guy's not choking. He might turn a little red, but he doesn't choke. But that's because the choke is here. Okay, casting. For all gi chokes, you're either casting or pulling it back. Okay?
That's what you did last week.
So we're here, boom, we get this, we go off to the side, we punch in to make space for our other hand, we come back to square, and then we just cast. Okay? We just cast. I can pull it down in my body and then you just cast, okay? It's like this. They used to call it revving the motorcycle, but I like the casting terminology better, right?
White dots everywhere.
You did that in high school.
There you go, all right?
The motorcycle.
So for you white belts, that's the only choke I want you guys to practice today, okay? For the rest of us, we're gonna do that one first, okay? We're gonna come here, we're gonna get here. Let's say though, like I was saying, anyone in this position knows, like, danger Will Robinson, right? I've got this choke. So let's say he comes up 2 arms here and he starts defending this choke, okay? Now we're gonna go to the other side and we're gonna do a different choke, okay? Same thing though. I swivel to the other side and now I'm gonna karate chop him in the neck. Not hard enough to get disqualified, but hard enough to establish a good base. I'm gonna grab this big wad of fabric right where his shoulder is, okay? And then I'm gonna choke using that. And it's the same thing, okay? This one is going like this one is casting. This one here is more the base. Okay, this is the choke and this is the base. We get to here, boom, okay, and then we choke, okay? All right, any questions?
So
Chopping
only
it.
with your right wrist on this one.
Yeah, we're chopping it to establish. This one goes like that. Okay, this one goes like this.
Stay to number
Yeah.
one. Paddle
But
on.
don't worry, bud, you're just doing the first one. It's okay to have questions. So we're here, so I'm pulling this one in and I'm pushing this one out, okay? Boom, creating that choking pressure. Okay. Now, let's say when I go to do that, he knows, oh, this is the real threat. So he starts putting his hands by his neck. Okay, a lot of people will do that to block that. Now we're gonna get into my favorite choke of all from the gi, okay? The 2-on-1, some people call it the Jersey choke, okay? It's where you grab your thumb in on the back of his neck, all right? And we're going to push around, okay? So we're here, we're going to use our legs, push him away from us, and we're gonna whip our arm over his neck, okay? Then we're just, again, this is the base, and then this one, we're doing the pulling, okay? We're just tightening it.
If he keeps his hand, you choke him through his
You
hand.
choke him through his hand, man. The hand doesn't matter. okay? But once you stop and you go to here, usually the guy will continue to go back to defend that one, right? So it's kind of like the bait and switch. He's like, oh, thinking that this is still the choking hand, right? So you get this one behind his neck, cheat a little to the right side, the side that you're gonna be choking. You push his head away from you. You can use your foot to give you a good angle, and then bring it down. And you wanna use your elbow to elevate his chin. Okay, so those are the 3 chokes. For the white belts, sorry buddy, you're gonna be shifting off to the side, punching up, getting the 4-finger choke, coming to the center, casting, okay? If he defends that, blue belts and above, you'll be shifting to the side, karate chop, grabbing the fabric, choking, okay? If he defends that, we'll be coming here, making space for your collar, whipping the arm around, either choking him through his arm, or if he goes back to defend that, then choking.
Oh wow, thank you.
Through the chin, okay? Any questions? All right, let's partner up,
Can
run
you
it.
show the hip movement on the first one?
Sure. So we're getting here, this part, okay, this very first grip, I don't just want to grab. I want to open and scrunch it up so I can get good access to the back of his neck. Pull it down. Foot on the hip, just like for an arm bar. Shift, so I'm kind of looking in his ear. And then this second grip always goes under the arm. Okay? Punch up a little to make space. Get in.
Under
bumps.
his arm too.
Under,
Your own arm.
yeah, under my own arm, right?
Just your arm.
And then I come back to center, and then I cast the rod. Okay?
Understood.
All right, partner up, 5 times each. 1, 2, 3.